Good morning, Illini. I'm Taylor Howard.
And I'm Liam Dwyer. It's been a long, cold week here in Urbana, but that's okay because it's almost the weekend, don't I know it?
Let's check in with our GMI weatherman, Will Smith, as we take a look back at this past week. Will?
Thanks, Taylor. Can you say vitamin D? Because that's what we're going to get this weekend. We're going to get hit with the sun, and it's going to get a little bit warmer. We're going to talk about the Friday forecast and the weekend forecast coming up. All good news. Back to you guys.
We have a great show ahead of us today. Taylor, you were actually involved in the Con Club over Saturday.
Yes, I was. I was the host and I was also one of the actors. It was such a surreal moment, and this is my first year partaking in Cotton Club, so I was very excited about it.
Oh, that's so awesome. Also in the show, Hive Society's Improv had their first performance this semester on Saturday, actually.
And Kenya Williams tells us about what you don't want to miss out on this weekend. Let's get started.
Good morning, Illini. You know, I've had a long, busy, stressful week, but GMI always makes it better.
You know what? I agree. I felt like I was doing homework 25 hours a day. There's not 25 hours in a day, so you know how my week was, but I'm so glad I'm done with this week. Well, let's get into what's happening this week on campus. On Saturday night, the Hive Society had its annual Valentine's Day show at Noise Laboratory. It was their first show back this semester. The Hive Society is a long-form improv comedy group that puts together shows multiple times a year.
Long-form improv is when the players take a suggestion and just run with it, sometimes for as long as like 20 minutes, connecting their scenes together. The audience was full of students who came to laugh and some very proud parents, and overall it was a successful night for the Hive Society. The next show is actually tomorrow night.
I might have to check it out because I've always been interested in improv. That's something I've always wanted to do before I graduate, so I might have to check it out.
You know, I've actually seen Hive Society before as well. A couple of my friends are in it, and it's really funny. I remember I was laughing the entire time. So, and they're not the only improv group on campus, so if you can't check them out, there's a wide variety you can choose from.
You know what? That might be a senior bucket list. But moving forward, on February 13th, the ARC hosted their Healthy Valentine's Day cooking class. Some of the dishes were made with strawberry cucumber salad, roasted pepper, and tomato pasta, and pomegranate chocolate bark.
Red was the theme of the night in honor of the holidays, and friends and couples spent time together and learned some new tips and tricks in the kitchen. The next cooking class is actually February 25th. I had a great Valentine's Day. Me and my significant other just had like a nice cooking night in where we just cooked dinner. But the problem is with Valentine's Day is I don't like chocolate, so like that ruins most of the holiday for me.
Wow. See, I love chocolate, but I don't have a significant other, so I guess we
my
were
God.
both SOL.
I guess we both could have had worse and better nights.
You know what? It's okay. Next year will be it. But can you use that in a sentence? The Urbana Free Library hosted their first adult spelling bee on Saturday. For anyone 16 and up, stellar spellers could challenge themselves and others to a competition of skill and wit.
With many contestants and plenty of spectators, the last person standing not only had the bragging rights, but a unique trophy to go with it. You know, I actually once got third place in a middle school spelling bee, which qualifies you for nothing.
What word got you out?
It was pomegranate. It's a long word. It's a fruit. So there, just off the bat, I'm doomed. But it was really embarrassing.
Okay, yeah, I still don't know how to spell that, and I'm 22 years old, so. Well, on Monday, the Society for the Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture Amongst Youth performed for students at the Asian American Cultural Center. The group is known as Speak McKee. The University of Illinois chapter of Speak McKee is just one of many around the world. The show Monday featured varying styles of Indian music and performance. The group says it likes to give newcomers a bit of everything.
Attendees were introduced to instruments like the banshuri and the dabla, as well as an interpretive Indian dance. The dance is based on a poem that describes a sculpture coming to life. Speak McKee hosts jam sessions and weekly dance classes at the Illini Union.
Illini Sports Night, the newest program here in UI7, has their second show of the semester tonight. Correspondent Nathan DeHaan is here to tell us about what to look forward to. Nathan?
Thanks, Taylor. Illini Sports Night, like you said, our second ever episode, and it's chock full of a bunch of fun segments, including my very own shot clock, so make sure you tune in for that. But we also have a sneak peek of an interview that our very own Mariah Guzman did with Illinois gymnast Karen Howell. Take a look.
As I got older, I realized that the girls that do go to the Olympics, like they're homeschooled, they're training 8 hours a day, and I just wasn't doing that, and I didn't have any interest in doing that. But then I learned that I could do college gymnastics, which is awesome, and I could continue doing that for another 4 years, and I love gymnastics, I love the sport. So having that opportunity to do that and just seeing that as a goal was awesome.
For more of that interview and all sorts of other fun things, make sure to check out Illini Sports Night tonight at 5 p.m. Now, back to you guys.
Thanks, Nathan. I don't know a lot about sports, and I always find it kind of hard to keep up with it because there's just so many teams on campus. And that's kind of why I like Illini Sports Night, because I'm learning about things I didn't even know existed, like tennis. We apparently have a tennis team and a wrestling team, girls gymnastics. Like, I never knew about it, but now I can watch it all in one easy bite, and it's just fun.
Exactly. I love that they identify sports that aren't as represented, like basketball and football. So I'm definitely going to tune in tonight.
Absolutely. But let's check back in with Will Smith to see what today's weather's like. Will, sun, rain, tears?
Short answer, it's going to sun hard. Long answer, you know, it's winter and everything. We got that shallow sun angle, you know, keeping the sun from being directly overhead. But it's going to be pretty sunny today, so prepare to get a little bit of sunshine in your life. You know, it's going to be around 4% illumination tonight with the moon, so you're not going to go out and get a moon tan tonight. But apart from that, pretty nice stuff. So let's go ahead and look at the current temperature. Right now, we're sitting at around 22 degrees Fahrenheit down at the airport. If you're standing in the shade, you might get a breeze and, you know, feel a little colder. But if you're out in the sun, you're going to feel it, let me tell you. Let's move on to a little weather graphic here. This just kind of shows you that there's all this green, warm air kind of around us right now. And going into this afternoon, this cold pool of air is just going to be sitting on us. We're kind of unlucky today. Everyone else is getting the heat. Moving into the night, you can see that the cold air kind of recedes back down, but I promise you, the weekend will be above freezing, and all day Sunday at that. But that pretty much wraps it up for today. Back to you guys.
Darn it, I was hoping for a moon tan, but it's okay.
Well,
Well, it's been quite an eventful week here on campus, and GMI's Jose Cepeda is at the news desk to tell us about the news we need to know today.
Quite an eventful week indeed, Taylor. We start off with an armed robbery that occurred last Sunday at the corner of Oak Street and Armory Avenue in an area of campus commonly referred to as Seniorland. According to a campus safety notice released by the University Police Department, a student was approached by two men just past midnight, and the first offender held the student's arms while the second offender took the student's wallet and cell phone while showing what appeared to be a handgun. For junior Patrick Joselis, the location of Seniorland is the issue.
It is Seniorland, but it's definitely on the far outskirts of campus, so I think something smart to do would be either to get more police to monitor the area or get a blue light emergency pole.
The student was not physically harmed during the altercation. Local bar Cams is facing backlash after screenshots of an employee group chat leaked online showcasing apparent racist comments made by one of the employees. The screenshots, which first appeared on Twitter Monday night, show the employee talking about expecting a surge of Mexican customers to the bar, to which another employee suggests to stock up on Modelo beers. The first employee then replies that Mexicans are too cheap and broke to afford the beers. Later on in the conversation, the same employee suggests to the rest of the group chat to not sell a particularly popular cheap drink because it will attract rowdy Hispanics. Cams later released a statement on Wednesday saying they were not aware of the group chat and that they had terminated the employee. Finally, Chancellor Jones will be honoring 3 Division of Public Safety employees for the roles they played in the investigation of the kidnapping and murder of visiting Chinese scholar Ying Zhang. Sergeant James Carter, Detective Eric Stuyvesant, and telecommunicator Kenny Costa will all be receiving the Chancellor's Medallion, the highest honor a university official could give. The three were significant in the July 2017 investigation that led to the capture, admission of guilt, and sentencing of convicted felon Brent Christensen. The ceremony will take place at 3:30 at the I Hotel. Well, that is all that I have for today's news desk. Back to you guys.
I mean, all right, that was great. But coming up, we sit down with you, Taylor, and our very own Jared to talk about Cotton Club. You guys were both in it. You were an actor in it, and you hosted.
Yes,
and
I did.
Jared was also an actor, and I heard so much about it. I cannot wait for that discussion.
Yes, and Madeline Foster gives us a history lesson. Stick around for these and more after the break.
There's a lot of life lessons that come out of the sport. I take disappointment a lot better. I take excitement a lot better. I think that gymnastics has really shaped me. Just how I competed and how I held. If I had a bad meet, did I hold that over myself too long?
Oh, Dapper Leon. I almost feel like every Friday I have a date. He'll have a vest or a jacket.
She sees me at my best.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org.
There's always something fun happening here on campus, and here are the things you don't want to miss. With Mardi Gras next Tuesday, the University YMCA is celebrating the Brazilian way. Tomorrow at 4 p.m., join them from Carnival with live music, costumes, and food. Learn a little about Brazil in this colorful celebration. If you're looking for a scare at 6 p.m., the Department of Entomology is hosting the 37th Annual Insect Fear Film Festival. This year's theme is crustaceans. They will be showing a number of horror films about crabs, lobsters, and shrimp. You definitely want to catch their insect petting zoo too. Next Tuesday, the CU Comedy Club hosts stand-up comic Michael Polasek, a touring comedian featured on programs on NBC, CBS, and Comedy Central. It's always good to get out and get a good laugh. Now, we will go back. That's what's happening next week, but also should take some time to look back far back to GMI's Madeline Foster. Tell us about what happened this day in history.
Good morning, Illini, and welcome to our new segment, Today in History. Today, in 1848, Karl Marx published the Communist Manifesto. I would make a joke about it, but it's only funny if everyone gets it. Today, in 1918, the last Carolina parakeet died in captivity at the Cincinnati Zoo. The parakeet was shot by a zookeeper as a small boy fell into his enclosure. That parakeet's name? Harambe. Today, in 1946, the great Alan Rickman was born. You may remember him from some of his timeless classics such as Die Hard, Love Actually, Harry Potter 1, Harry Potter 2, Harry Potter 3, Harry Potter... Today, in 1981, cast member Charles Rocket dropped the F-bomb on Saturday Night Live, and he was fired shortly after. You may remember Rocket's breakout role, the vampire dad in Hocus Pocus. That's all for Today in History. We'll see you next time.
Today we'll be looking at at the sequel to Zombieland, Zombieland 2, Double Tap. Here, my good friend... Wait. Tim, what are you doing here? The idea is we're getting a new guest every week. Connor, could we not book any other guest? Tim, my very, very good, only available friend. If this film was a meal, what did we just eat?
Well, for me, Zombieland 2 was chicken nugs with the barbecue sauce and a little hint of Bill Murray.
A tasteful hint of Bill Murray.
Tasteful hint of Bill Murray. Delightful, but a little sickening.
Zombieland 2 continues the tale of 4 post-apocalyptic heroes surviving and thriving. They journey across America to rescue Little Rock from hippies and marijuana. Meanwhile, the zombies have gotten stronger. Tim, what were your thoughts? Good, bad, mediocre?
Well, I thought there was a lot to like. It was fun. It had a lot of action. It's got zombies. It's got monster trucks, and I don't know. It was Zombieland 2. It was fun, and it got her done.
Absolutely. But Tim, what were the things you didn't like?
Well, plot for one was a little bit lacking. As far as a direction, it wasn't where I wanted it to go. We had a couple characters that were too important for no good reason or not important enough. Personally, I felt that the character Madison was given way more screen time than she deserved, but then meanwhile Nevada didn't get nearly as much as we wanted out of her, and I don't know.
Absolutely, the most important question of the show is, as always, does this get the GMI seal of approval? The block eye. Tim?
We got to do the drum roll. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's fun. It's Zombieland 2. This isn't Citizen Kane. It's you go to see what you went and saw, and I felt like it served exactly what it was trying to serve.
I absolutely agree, Tim. That's 2 block eyes for Zombieland 2. If you're looking for a fun film to just turn your brain off and laugh, this is the movie to do it. That's all for Liam Goes to the Movies this week. Check us out next week where me and Connor Seco go review Joker. Send us your thoughts about the film on Twitter at GMI Illini and tweet me your thoughts personally at Illini Update. As always,
good movies, Illini.
Okay, we're here talking all things Cotton Club.
What's up, sister?
Literally sister, because I was his sister.
Literally. In the act. We were children, and there was a third little sister. She's not here with us right now, but yeah, it was the 3 of us.
This year was cinema, movies, and Cotton Club has been around since the 1980s, and it really the Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s. So this is something that our campus has adapted, and it really ignites and emphasizes Black culture on campus.
Right, I would say so, and definitely, it's just an event that a lot of creatives and artists that are a part of the Black community here get to showcase their talent. I remember going last year, and that was the first time I had actually seen Cotton Club. So, when I saw it, I was definitely I need to learn how to get involved in this. And everybody was looking for actors, so.
See, this is something that, this is my first year actually participating in Cotton Club, but I remember my senior year of high school, they brought us down, and this was the first experience I saw at U of I. So this really solidified my decision. So flash forward to 4 years later, me being a senior in college, it was such a full circle moment.
Right. I was about to say, man, and so I couldn't, I'm sorry, talking about that show just has me so excited and overjoyed because it was just such a fun experience, and the show actually turning out as well as it did was just it almost is like how a show turning out here is. It's just so much energy and enthusiasm, and I'm lost at my words because that's how amazing it was.
Can we talk about how we were thrown into a dance 2 days before Cotton Club?
Man,
now,
okay.
I'm not the most rhythmically.
Yeah.
I'm kind of challenged in that area. So when I had to dance, I was scared. Not gonna lie. I'm better at beatboxing and rapping. So for me to dance, it's just not.
But here's the thing, right? If you actually were watching that performance, you looked way better than I did, because I had to move to the back because I wasn't getting the moves down. I'm a bit of a stiff person, so.
Yeah. Man, I wish I would have beatboxed in the show. That would have been amazing. You know what? Do you think I should do it again? Should I bring it back?
Come back as an alumnus. Yeah. Cotton Club 2020.
Cotton Club 2020.
2021, actually.
Taylor on the beat. Jared's with me. I don't know.
We should host the intermission next time. For real.
I think we should come back as alums and host intermission. We owe it to the Black community to do that. What was another memory that you enjoyed?
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't entirely enjoy staying in like our practice places till like 11, but if there was one thing I enjoyed, it was just getting to be able to like meet all of these new people and different people that I otherwise would not have met. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's a give and a take with that. I'd certainly say I made a whole lot more friends and like have a bigger community to like reach out to as a resource. So I would say that if there was anything that I could have taken away from Cotton Club, it was definitely that.
Mm-hmm. Can you just tell us really quickly, what was your favorite act?
Favorite act? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna be a little bit biased here and say Temptations because I was the one that introduced that in our script.
Oh my gosh.
But joke here, because we're supposed to be playing children, I was complaining about us seeing different types of movies, and I was like, when are we gonna see some movies with some real men like my 10-year-old self? And it got a decent laugh out of the audience, casual flex. But I would say, yeah, that was my favorite part of the thing.
I'm glad we see the real man right now. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me, Jared. Now let's pass it on to Will. What's the weather like, Will?
Thanks, Taylor. All right, so this weekend we got a splendid winter weather weekend. Well, not winter weather, but a splendid winter weekend without the winter weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers, and I think you're going to understand a little bit better. So right now we're looking at a high of around 37 today, peaking back down to 21 tonight. Talked about that cool pool of air that's going to be sitting on us tonight earlier. That's the case there. Moving into tomorrow, though, we got a high of 46, and the low is going to be just below freezing in the night. Moving into Sunday, even warmer still, and we get that 10-degree bonus for the evening, which is going to be awesome. However, moving into Monday, we got a chance for precipitation again. Let's move on to our simulated radar reflectivity graphic. You can see here down in the southwest, there's a system that's going to be propagating up toward us. By the weekend, we back it up here in a second and kind of look at that again. So you can see that low pressure system, and as the jet stream kind of sends that trough our way, we're going to get that chance for rain, and this is around, this is going to be between 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock on Monday morning. And just because the weather is going to be so great this weekend, and to reward you for watching so long, I came up with a little song for today's forecast. The weekend weather is going to be okay. No? All right, back to you guys.
Oh, come on, Will. I was just getting into it.
I was so excited.
I was just going to be okay.
I was going to be the weather today.
It's going to be real sunny outside.
I mean, I think we should... Weather, it's a weather. It's gonna be the weather. I like the sun. It's a sun buzz every day.
Oh,
yeah.
Snap. I didn't even know you could rap. All right, we'll get on the track next week. Well, thank you so much, Will. Sammy St. Ledger, one of our producers from last semester, is off on a study abroad adventure, but she left her tag-along partner all alone. Will Maddie Rice be able to find someone to fill the hole in her heart?
Aww,
Let's find out.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Maddie Rice. Normally I would do this, but Sammy St. Ledger's gone, so tag-along is going to be a little different now. Basically, there's no one I tag along with anymore, so... Hey!
Whoa.
Hey, watch the cord. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just waltzing by.
Yeah, what do you want?
Just...
What's
happening?
right now.
Oh, hey! Yeah, you look pretty bummed out.
Yeah, I am pretty bummed out because I'm doing this by myself now.
Well, I wouldn't say you're completely by yourself, because I'm here.
Oh, do you want to do tag along now? You want to do tag along now?
I mean, I'd be down. I think I could handle
it. You think
it.
it's that easy?
I mean, how hard could it be?
You're gonna learn how hard it can be, Joey. Let's go.
Okay.
No photos, please. Yes.
I'm always down.
No, they don't want him.
That's hard.
The mic's not there. They don't hear you.
They can't
You gotta
hear
go like that.
And then there's
and
no
you
point.
gotta go like that. You think you can handle that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
All right. So they're right there.
Yeah. No.
No, I did it wrong.
It's all in the snap of the elbow.
Okay.
Ready,
It's
go.
question. Or it's more of like one of these.
No.
Oh, it's like it's
front.
in.
All right, one thing you deal with a lot on tag along is rejection. So go interview.
Oh,
Go.
okay.
Interviewer, go.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, sorry, I'm on the phone.
Oh, okay. You're good.
That was great. That's great rejection, Joey. There's gonna be a lot of that coming up, so buckle up.
I didn't like it.
Yep. Well, there you go.
5, harder. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What are you guys doing?
Training for tag along.
Yeah.
So.
I'm Maddie Rice.
And I'm Joey Lagatuda.
And this is Tag Along.
Good morning, Illini.
Well, I'm glad to see that she found a new friend, even though I've been begging her to be in tag along for 3 years, but I'm gonna let it go. I wonder what Sammy will think when she sees this video.
I guess we'll find out when she sees the video on social media, and like all of you should. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but we actually have a Twitter page. It's at GMI Illini.
Wow.
And I have
should
my
get
own
on that.
personal Twitter page at Illini Update. If you watched the video, Liam Goes to the Movies, you would have seen that.
Oh,
I don't know, I'm kind of
I watched it.
I'm kind of a stickler on social media. Sorry. I don't even have a Facebook.
But, Will, you said the weather's going to get better. This is great.
Yeah,
And
it
then
is
it's gonna
great,
get
isn't
colder,
it?
of course.
Hashtag the sun. We owe it a lot.
Will, are you on social media? Actually, you said
No,
you're a
I just
stickler.
said that I'm not on social media.
I know.
Not me.
Oops.
But why not?
Why?
Well, I guess I could be.
You better be.
We'll change that.
We'll get that. We'll get
Coming
that
right
fixed
to you.
right up. Right,
See,
right
I feel
up.
like you would be awesome on social media. We'll make him a page. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll do
He
it.
won't know about it.
I did tell my friends that next year, not this year because I'm going to be working on my birthday, I will do social media for a week, but I'm just going to troll them. I'm just going to troll them.
That's fine. No, that actually works. Actually, we prefer that.
You know, you have such autonomy to do whatever you want on social media, so do your thing.
And you know what? It's the internet. It goes away after 5 minutes. You know, and if you really don't want it, you can just delete it. It'll be gone forever.
Not true.
So just do whatever. Go crazy. Post whatever you want on social media. It's not real.
So what do you guys got going this weekend? Anything crazy? The weather's going to be good for it. So.
I have another Liam Goes to the Movies where we're going to watch, what was it, Joker. Oh boy.
Ooh.
That one's
It's gonna be
actually
exciting.
pretty. I liked it. I could see, why there's a few spatters in the welding there, so to speak. But I thought overall pretty good movie. But it was hard selling to me that the guy in the movie is like going for it's just a dude who's lost his marbles. And he's not like the mastermind.
We're going to have you on Liam Goes to the Movie. Absolutely.
Okay.
That's so Taylor. You ever want to be on a Liam Goes to the Movie? Frozen 2.
I got
Doolittle?
you. Yep.
Oh,
you know what?
yes.
Thank you for putting me in something unlike Maddie.
Ooh.
I'ma let it go.
That's I think that's all we have time for today in this show. But be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at Good Morning Illini at GMI.
And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube for more of our content. Thank you so much for tuning in.
And as always,
Good morning, Illini.
Ooh, yep.
What?